Hey everyone, Christian here, and this is going to be more of a city planting review than it is any one palm review. So here I am on the main street of the city of Venice, and this is a new revitalization project that is kind of coming to fruition with new plantings across the entire median for about 7 or 8 blocks. And when ever since I've been here, there were Canary Island dates, Phoenix canariensis, planted pretty much throughout this whole area, and they looked all right. I mean, they could look better, they could have been fatter, they had a little bit of deficiency. So in order to revitalize the area, they went ahead and decided to do a replanting, and this was all torn up. The pavement was redone, and the landscaping was redone as well. They tore down all the canaries, and this is what they replanted. So as you can see, whoever did the replant, and I was told this was Hazeltine Nursery, but I'm not entirely sure, would be the most likely company doing this because they're a large landscaping company in Venice. But these, we'll start with the royals here. These royals are pretty sad looking to start with. They're not exactly the fattest royals. You want to, if you're going to put royals in, a downtown area where there's a high visibility for your city, these are really kind of at best like second class level as far as like size and healthiness. There's no real bulge in any of these trunks here, and as you can see that they probably did not water properly, because it's very hard to dig a bad root ball for a royal. If you did that, then that's, probably shouldn't be in the business. So these were either improperly watered, just this time of the season you really need to water as much as you can because of the warm weather but lack of actual precipitation. So also next to them, and I'm flanking them actually on both sides, both east and west, are these Livistonas. And at first I thought that these were just a Livistona decora, the ribbon fan palm, but after kind of showing pictures to a few people, I realized that they really aren't. I really can't distinguish exactly what they are. They kind of look like Livistona australis or Livistona nitida, but they have very penciled trunks, and their leaves are not as separated as decora should be. So I'm beginning to believe that this is actually a hybrid of a couple species. They might have just picked the seed off of their own trees and planted them a while back and did not realize that they hybridized. But there's not a lot of uniformity. There's some that look more like Decipian, or decora I should say, and some that look more like australis, and some that don't really look like either. And they just don't really stand out. And when you want to have a city looking, amazing, and this is kind of like its front door, so to speak. Everyone comes down here. There's beautiful shops, and they redid everything else pretty well. And but these plants are pretty sad looking, and I can't imagine this was cheap. I'm sure it's somewhere in the millions, and it's just kind of unfortunate that companies will get projects to do when they really are not properly equipped or don't have the proper knowledge in planting basic palms. I mean, these are not hard palms to transplant or keep alive. These were Bismarcks. I would be a little bit more understanding, or even Sables, because they're harder to root prune and then get set back in the ground properly. But I mean, these royals are likely going to die. I mean, they have one green spear, which doesn't even look like it's going to open, and these might just die from just total lack of water, or what else, maybe the rainy season doesn't come for a few months, and that would have been a better time to plant these, but I guess they wanted to get them out in time for the tourists, and that's not really a reason to speed up Mother Nature. So yeah, it really attracted my attention because I lived here for 15 years, and seeing this is just, I mean, I don't really know what kind of structure they were going for. They had Livistonas right there, and then royals here, and then Livistonas here, and then royals here. There's no real like symmetry other than that, and there's no symmetry within the plants. And the selection was really, it looks like someone just kind of yanked them out of an old field they had. These royals are actually, even though the leaves themselves look much healthier, the plants look healthier, the trunks are actually not even, they have less girth to them, and it's just underwhelming. And there's a few nicer ones down the line. They've been trimmed up, but again, their crowns are just not really what you see when you want to see a royal in Florida. And I can't imagine that if someone really knew that this was what they were paying for with their city taxes, you know, they would really be happy about it. So you know, otherwise they're doing well with the you know, the collusias down there and a few other small trees that they're trying to get to grow out. But I mean, I actually would prefer these old Washingtonians, which are actually originally here. You can see these are about 35 feet tall, and they've been around for quite some time. And a lot of these were taken out, and I wish they just kind of kept them, even though they're not, you know, the prettiest palms. They are healthy, and I think they kind of give some character, where these just kind of, I mean, they all look dead, and they are, you know, half of them are dead. So just wanted to share that with everyone. For those of you who do live in Venice that are watching this and may not know, it's just, you know, I'd rather people would know that these plants just really, I mean, I can't imagine that if most nurseries wouldn't even sell palms like these because of their this lack of any quality to them, they would actually be like thrown into a burn pile. But they threw them here in the ground in downtown Venice on the main street. So kind of sad. I'd like to find out who kind of like decided this was a good idea. If you do know, you're watching this video, let me know. I'd love to contact them and let them know how I feel about it. So, and if you live in Venice and want to, you know, contact them as well, I'll kind of put the information down if I get it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and you'll see many other plant reviews, palm reviews like this. And if you have any questions about Venice and its revitalization, quote in quotes, leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to everyone as soon as possible. Have a nice day.